with one, two, three, with four of us here, and three of you are in the same house, we kind of wanted to open up this opportunity and see where you were as you're working through these ideas in your head, where you're at in the process. Maybe some of you already have like an invention that is something you can talk about and share, and you need to know what the next step is. So I'd like to take a moment, and if, as you're ready, share with us and let us know what your idea is, and yeah, give us your little pitch. Yay, Maui, what's up?
So I had the idea of starting, it's kind of like a truck where other like kid entrepreneurs around my age, and it's more for girls, but it can be boys or girls, but it's more targeted towards girls, where they can sell a product in a truck. And we've started like designing, and we have it's kind of like a box truck. So on the back, it's like a box, and where they can sell their product in it. And also I can sell like my products, and family can sell stuff in it too. So
all right. Nice. And so Ben, Kayleigh, Sammy, and as we're going around and share, we're going to be giving her some feedback. So please, if you have any questions or any ideas yourself, this would be a great time that we can share with Maui. I'm curious, Maui, your truck, as the owner of the truck, when you're bringing in these other businesses, are they going to pay you for being part of that truck?
Yeah, we were discussing that today. Either it would be like a percentage of what they're getting, like the money that they're getting, either a percentage or a like monthly fee. We still haven't figured that out, because we were thinking if it's like a monthly fee, that's better on my end because I'm getting a consistent payment, but they might not be getting any money for them, so it's hard. So that's where we're kind of talking.
And I think, Maui, just a little bit to help you, I don't know if you've looked at the videos yet for this module about who's your audience, but one of the entrepreneurs, Luke, who has the old General Store Antiques in Sheridan, so he actually rents out some of his space. So he talks about that a little bit in his interview, so you maybe be able to pull some ideas from that as well.
That's a great resource. So we're talking about revenue generation. How do you make money? And in your business model, as you're starting your company and bringing this to the market, you've got to explore those things. And so that individual might actually be someone you can do some market research with and call them and say, how much do you charge? Do you ever find what kind of you're worried about, where someone doesn't make money and can't pay me? Like, is it how, and learn from his experiences. Awesome. Anybody, Ben, Kayleigh, Sammy, have any questions or input for Maui?
How many businesses would you be trying to have use this truck?
Well, I mean, when I thought we have a truck and it's pretty big, I would just see first how much room I have in it, because we haven't really looked in it a lot. We haven't really looked at it, so it depends on the size of the truck. And then just if I take a couple at a time and just see how it works. I still haven't figured that out, because I don't know what kind of products they were thinking, if they're big or if they're little, or just who it is and everything. So first you have to see who that is, and then you can see how many people you can fit in there.
That's awesome, Maui. And good question, Ben. Maui, you're right where you need to be in the process. You're asking lots of questions and looking for answers. So best of luck. I think with the three of us, let's take 3 minutes each with the next one. Let us know what your idea is, where you're at in the process, and then we'll see where we can provide some feedback and questions for you. Who's up next?
My idea was to, since with coronavirus, everyone's kind of struggling with not being able to get out, I was thinking like tourist towns would be really struggling right now with no one being able to come through because of Corona. So I thought, what if I put together a whole bunch of virtual tours, so people could still be going through, but like no one would be exposed to coronavirus. So
Awesome. That is empathy right there, Kayleigh, thinking about others and what they're experiencing and going through, and looking for ways to help them out. Anybody have any questions or input for Kayleigh? Maui?
How would you like video the tours? Would it be kind of like one of those videos where you can, would it be a video or would it be pictures, or like how would it be a tour?
I was thinking like some of the towns already have videos put together, like certain like advertisements for come see this is like, so I was thinking like kind of a slideshow of pictures and maybe videoing some of it myself because I'm near some of the sites. So like a slideshow mix of pictures, stuff they already have, and going through and doing some myself.
Nice. Good question, Maui. I think another seems to be where everyone is in that market research stage now. There's a lot of resources I've seen, Kayleigh, where people are offering virtual tours of museums or
I've done a couple.
yeah, so there you go. You're already on track. Seeing how they do it, what it looks like, putting something together, and then send it to Maui and ask her, be like, hey, what do you think of this? Get her feedback, and then go from there. So good work. Keep it up. Okay, Sammy, Ben, who's up?
You're up, Ben.
Ben, you've been voluntold.
I'm not sure about a business. I'm still going through ideas right now.
That's wonderful, Ben. That's what entrepreneurs do. Even when they have a business, ideas are always in their head, bouncing around. So just share a couple with us.
Well, I was kind of thinking like right now with the coronavirus, like there are some people around the world that are struggling to get food. And I was thinking about that and like kind of thinking of like ways that I could start a business that would send the food around the world, but I'm not sure how I would do that and still get funds from it. Because that was more of like a donation.
Mm-hmm. So Ben, you're entering a type of entrepreneurship that's called social entrepreneurship, and those entrepreneurs have a specific goal of looking at ways they can help their community, help society, help the environment. And their primary goal may not be making money, but you're right. They still have to bring in revenue. They still have to find a way to support their organization or their business. So you're right on track. There's, anybody have any questions or input for Ben? Maui?
Well, when he was talking about it, would you send it like all around the world or just in the U.S.? Like, would
Well,
it be...
I think with that, I'd have to probably do it in the U.S. because, like, I'm not sure how I would get funds to send it all the way around the world.
That's a good thinking, Ben. You're thinking about scale, and so now you're helping him kind of think, are you going to be global or national? And so as we think of ideas, we always have our vision and think really big. And then once we start to create and implement, we can bring it a little smaller, see what works. And then when we find out, Ben, how to get food to people who need it, maybe in our community, we can do that for our state. And if you can do that for Wyoming, then maybe you can do that for the United States of America. And if you can do it for the US, maybe you can take it to other countries. That would be awesome. Thanks for sharing, Ben. Heather?
And a question, Ben, that might be able to help you shrink your idea down a little bit. Would you do meal preps? Like, would you prep certain lunches and dinners through your food service? Or would it be you prep a care package that has canned foods and foods that can last longer? How would you, what kind of service would it be in that regard?
Well, I think it would probably be better to do it like a care package and just have lots of stuff that will last longer. That way, like, people kind of have something to plan ahead instead of just having to, like, eat the food right away.
Awesome. Well, Ben, some market research will definitely help you out. See what food pantries have a kind of a similar model. And there may be some other organizations, even within your own community, that are doing that, but definitely within the state of Wyoming, where you can learn from them, learn where they get the food from, how they deliver it, how do they know who needs it, and then you could use some of those ideas in your own. Awesome. Well, Sammy?
Okay, so my idea was selling lemonade.
Okay. Awesome. I love lemonade. Tell me more about your lemonade.
Maybe I'd sell like a few different flavors.
Okay. I love starting with maybe, because in entrepreneurs, when we're starting to think, maybe I'll have lots of flavors, maybe I'll just have one. And that's how you come up with ideas, saying maybe and what if. Well, what if you had 3 flavors? What if you, are you selling food with your lemonade?
What?
Are you going to sell any food with your lemonade?
Maybe like brownies or cookies.
Okay. I like the food combo. That would be something that you could do some market research, Sammy, and talk to people. Be like, do you like food with your lemonade, or would you rather just have lemonade by itself? And then you would know whether you could sell food or not. Anybody have any questions or input for Sammy and her lemonade? Kayleigh?
Sam, were you planning on doing it like a fundraiser or something, or is that going to be your business?
My business.
That's a really good question, Kayleigh. And often that's where the entrepreneur seeks to sustain or keep their business going. Because if you put up a lemonade stand in your front yard one time, you make some money, and then you go to the movies. And then you don't have any more money to buy more lemons or more sugar or honey to make more lemonade. So you are unable to keep your business going. So that's something to think about, Sammy, is if you want to have a lemonade business, where are you going to sell it? How much are you going to sell it for? And then when you make that money, what are you going to do with it? Can I have some of it? I think there's lots and lots of successful lemonade stands out there. I met a young lady the other day. Her name's Kayleigh, and she uses her grandma's lemonade recipe. And she is in thousands of grocery stores with her bottles of lemonade. And she makes lots of money in her business. And you know what she does with part of it? She gives it to beekeepers so that they can pollinate, or they can get more bees and help flowers and farmers do pollination. And because there's been some problems with bees in a declining population. So with her lemonade stand, she's doing some really good things for her community in her state. Kayleigh?
Me and Sam have previously done a business like that. We did a bookmark business, and part of the funds we made, we donated to our library in our community. So
very cool. And that is what makes one of many things that make y'all awesome. I think part of being an entrepreneur, Kayleigh, it sounds like you're a serial entrepreneur, because once you start coming up with ideas, you're going to keep coming up with more and more. I am really excited to see, as y'all continue to work with the Wyoming Pitch Challenge, what you come up with, and all the other students and people out there working in this process. Keep going, share your ideas, and we look forward to seeing your pitches when you record them.
Thank you everyone for participating today. Check out the YouTube channel for the newest information, and don't hesitate to email us or send a text message. I know some of you have received text messages from Kate already, And please reach out to us. We're here to support you and help you. And we also put a note on our upload today that we will be available on this Thursday at 3 o'clock for another Zoom call. And we're inviting all of the entrepreneurs that are involved in the Pitch Challenge to join to learn a little bit more about tips and tricks on how to upload your pitch when it comes to that time. So we hope everybody can join. If you want to join, respond to the link on the YouTube and we'll send you the information for the Zoom. So thank you, everybody.